students. Today we are going to start a new chapter from the book Vistas, and the name of the chapter is The Third Level. And this is written by Jack Finney. Jack Finney has written a really unique kind of chapter, unique story it is, because in this chapter we are going to read something unusual. Now there is a character, the protagonist, the central character in the story is named as Charlie, and Charlie lives in America, in New York, and he is really a different, unique kind of story. Why? Because Charlie has experienced something unusual in his life. Because he went somewhere, he really visited a place which was never, you can say, visited by anybody else before, because it did not exist actually. Now, the third level, written by Jack Finney. I am going to read from the very first line before you read what is written. Have you ever had any curious experience with others find hard to believe? Means, have you ever heard about some of the experiences of the people which were never felt before by anybody? Okay, now we are going to start reading the chapter. The presidents of the New York Central and the New York, New Haven, and Hartford railways will swear on a stack. Underline this word swear. Swear means take an oath. Take an oath means they are going to, you can say, pledge. They can, वो कसम खा सकते हैं किस चीज़ की, that they never had thought or heard or seen anything like third level. Why? Because there were only two levels, only two platforms on the New York Central Station. This is a story that the background of the story is based on a railway station which is located in New York, America. And in New York Central Station, or the New York, New Haven, and the Hartford railways, they will swear, the authorities, they will take an oath that there were only two levels in that platform or in that railway station. On a stack of timetables that there are only two. Please underline this word heap. Stack here means heap, and there is another word swear means to take an oath. But he says, I say there are three, means only one person in New York, he was ready to show, he was ready to take an oath, he was ready to believe that there was a third level, a third platform was always there in the railway station in New York Central Railway Station, which was the heart of the city. And he says, I say there are three because I have been on the third level of the Grand Central Station. Yes, I have taken the obvious step to I talked to a psychiatrist friend of mine. Now, he was not satisfied. So what he had done, he went to the third level of the railway station, and now he wanted to make the people believe. And he says, yes, I have taken the steps, obvious steps. I talked to a psychiatrist friend, means he wanted to reaffirm, he wanted to go and consult some more people, whether he was fine or not, whether he was mentally retarded, was mentally strong or what. So he went and met a psychiatrist friend of his, and I told him about the third level of at Grand Central Station, and said it was, he said he was walking, it was waking dream fulfillment. This is very important to understand. What is the meaning of this word waking dream fulfillment? Now please underline this: waking dream fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Now this is very important to understand. When he consulted one of his psychiatrist friend, that what actually happened with him, because there was no third level to be found by anybody else, so how he was to go and visit that place. So the reply that was given by his friend, psychiatrist friend, whose name was Sam, was that it was waking dream wish fulfillment. He said that it was actually a dream, because Charlie always wanted to go to the third level. That was his wish. So it was a waking dream. जागते हुए सपना देखा उसने, and he wanted to fulfill this dream. This is called as waking dream wish fulfillment by Sam. Sam actually described his visit as this. He said, I was happy, and at the same time he was told that he was he was unhappy. That made my wife kind of mad, but he explained that he meant the modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, and all the rest of it. Now this is again very important. We should try to understand that this is a story that is based on the time after the two world wars, and the people during these two world wars, they were quite unhappy, they were disappointed, they were sad, they were not happy with their life, and they were always anxious because they were worried maybe there would be a third world war and they could die, they could be killed in another war. So that is why it is written, this is very important, that he explained, means Sam, his psychiatrist friend, explained to Charlie that because the life was full of insecurity, was full of war, full of fear, worry, and all the rest of it, and that I just want to escape. And this is very important, that Charlie, according to his psychiatrist friend, Charlie wanted to escape. Charlie भागना चाहता है from the realities, from the harsh typical realities of life. Charlie शायद भागना चाहता है सच्चाइयों से, दर्दनाक या भयानक सच्चाइयों से. That is why he says that because of insecurity, because of fear, war, worry, Charlie wanted to escape, and that is why it was described as waking dream wish fulfillment by his psychiatrist friend Sam. Well, who doesn't? Means everybody wants to escape from the harsh everybody wants to go back to his or her childhood. Everybody I know wants to escape, but they don't wander down into any third level at Grand Central Station. But he actually asked himself that maybe people generally want to escape a lot of problems from their in their lives, but this generally does not happen with anybody. Nobody till now had ever visited the third level at the Grand Central Railway Station, but it was Charlie who visited this place which never existed according to the people. According to the authorities, there were only 2 levels in the Grand Central Station, but the third level, जो तीसरी मंजिल है, वो किसने विजिट की? चार्ली ने, which never existed, जो थी ही नहीं. Next paragraph. But that is the reason, he said, and my friends all agreed. Means that is the reason, he said, that all his friends also agreed. Everything points to it. They claimed my stamp collecting. Means there were so many things which actually gave us a signal. It was a sign that maybe Charlie was not fine, or maybe Charlie was a man who wanted to escape from the harsh realities of life. He was an escapist. Escapist होता है जो जिंदगी की सच्चाइयों से भागता है. So he was an escapist according to his friends. Why? Because it was told that some of his habits, some of his things, they were actually related with all these problems, because it gave an example, like they had given an example that he was interested in stamp collection. So this stamp collection was also somewhere related with escapism. That is a temporary refuge from the reality. Please underline this phrase. This is very important phrase. And what is the meaning? That according to people like Sam, or according to the worldly people, the people who don't want to put themselves in any kind of trouble, they try to have a temporary refuge. Temporary refuge means they want a shelter, they want to go somewhere in somebody's lap. वो कहीं जाकर के छुपना चाहते हैं from the harsh realities. And that is why this is called, this stamp collection, these kind of habits, they are called as temporary refuge from realities. Well, refuge here means shelter. They want a shelter from the harsh realities, from the problems. Like I will be interested in stamp collection. I will be interested in, you can say, collecting antique pieces from the past, from the historical things. So this can be called as a temporary refuge according to Sam. or some other people from by his friends, Charlie friends, they had told us this. Well, maybe, but my grandfather did not need any refuge from reality. Things were pretty nice and peaceful, but according to Charlie, he says that this is not possible. Why? Because his grandfather was also interested. He also was in habit of collecting stamps. But at that time, the two world wars, they had not happened. वो हुई नहीं थी उस वक्त. So how we could say, how we can say that he was actually refuging. He was trying to take refuge, or he was trying to escape from the harsh realities of life, because his grandfather was having the same kind of interest, habits. But at that time there was no trouble, there was no insecurity among people, there was no war in the world. So how we are going to prove all such things? So now we are going to go to the next page, that is page number 2. In his day, from all I hear, and he started my collection, means at that time his grandfather started that collection of stamps. But at that time there was no disappointment. The people were not worried about wars or insecurities, because there was peace. It is a nice collection too. Big blocks of 4 of practically every US issue, first day covers, and so on. Now this is very important to understand what is the meaning of first day covers. Now he says that this collection was actually made and collected by his grandfather, and his grandfather had taken a lot of things, and he collected these blocks of 4 of practically every US issue. US issue means every US, you can say, stamp which was you can say issued by the postal department. It was collected by his grandfather, and he had first day covers also. Now this is very important to understand. What is the meaning of first day covers? Means just imagine, assume that today a stamp is going to be launched by postal department. So you would take that stamp, you would paste it on a envelope, and that empty envelope you will send to yourself, to your own address. Self-addressed envelope will be sent by you to your own address, and you are going to put that stamp on the top, and when it would come back, there would be a stamp of the same date by the postal department. So these are called as first day covers, and so on. President Roosevelt collected stamps too, means President Roosevelt also was in habit of collecting stamps. So are we going to call him an escapist? Was he also not happy with his life? He wanted to take refuge in it? We cannot say this. Anyway, here is what happened at Grand Central, where one night last summer I worked late at the office. I was in a hurry to get uptown to my apartment, so I decided to take the subway, the Grand Central Station, because it is faster than the bus. Now this is very important. Now what actually happened? He says that anyway, here is what happened at Grand Central Station. At the Grand Central Station, he went one day. Charlie went there one night, and it was last year, means 1 year ago. 1 year ago he went to the station, to the railway station. I worked late because he was working late in the office, and when he wound up his work, he wanted to go back, and he was in a hurry to get uptown. He wanted to go as soon as possible to his family, to his apartment means to his flat. So I decided to take the subway from Grand Central. So he wanted to take subway. Now this is very important to understand what is the meaning of subway. Subway is actually the underground railway. Underground tracks were called as subways. So he wanted to go, like if you would have gone to Delhi, there is a metro rail. So the metro stations are generally underground. So in the same way, 100 years ago, in New York, there were subways, and there were some railway stations which were having these subways. So he went to the subway, means he went underground pathway from Grand Central, because it was faster. because it was faster. He could save some time than the bus. Now I don't know why this should have happened to me. I am just an ordinary guy named Charlie, 32 years old, and 32 years old and was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. I passed a dozen men who looked just like me. Means something unusual happened with him. When he went there into that subway, he noticed that he was 31 years old at that time, and he was wearing a tan gabardine hair, means yellowish brownish colored suit, and a straw hat. And there was a straw hat that he had worn, and I was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. Fancy band means something very fancy, decorative. I passed a dozen men who looked just like me, and I wanted trying to escape from anything. I just wanted to get home to Luisa or Luia, my wife. Now he was in a hurry. He wanted to go and reach his house as soon as possible, and he went there. I just wanted to go home as soon as possible. I turned into Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue and went down the steps to the third level, where you take trains like the 20th century. Means now we are having so many railway stations. In the same way, Charlie says that he went to Grand Central Station, and from Vanderbilt Avenue, from a place that was called as Vanderbilt Avenue, he went down the steps. He went downstairs, सीढ़ियाँ उतर करके नीचे गया to the first level, where you take the trains, where the trains were available like the 20th century. Then what happened? I walked down another flight to the second level. Then he actually went to the second level also. From the first level, he went to the second level, where the suburban trains leave from. Means the urban trains were leaving from the first platform, from the first floor. Then he went downstairs to the second level. From there, all the trains were going to the suburban areas, from to the far off places. Ducked into an arched doorway. Means ducked here means when he actually bent his head towards the another place. He went there heading for the subway and got lost. Means he was totally confused where he was going, because he was lost. He did not know where he was going. That is easy to do. Means it was quite easy to get lost. बहुत easy था, इतना ज़्यादा confusion था वहाँ पर that he got lost easily. I have been in and out of Grand Central hundreds of times, but I am always bumping into new doorways and stairs and corridors. Now this is very important, that whenever he was entering, whenever he was going, he was visiting this Grand Central Station of New York. This is a railway station. He was always getting confused. Whenever he would go, he would get confused, because there were so many doors, so many staircases, and so many corridors. Once I got into a tunnel about a mile long and came out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. He says, another time I came up in an old office building on the 4th, 6th Street, 3 blocks away. Means sometimes he got lost also, like twice. He had, you can say, entered into the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel, and another time he got lost when he went into the office building on the 4th, 6th Street, 3 blocks away from his station. So he was getting confused a lot of times. Sometimes I think Grand Central is growing like a tree. Now this is very important. Why he has written this, that it was growing like a tree? Because it was quite confusing. It has so many pathways, it has so many, you can say, places where he was going and he was getting lost. So he has described that Grand Central Station as growing tree. You can say pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. means like routes. There were so many, you can say like this, that there were so many paths, so many ways, so many tunnels, so many pathways were going to different directions, and a passenger would get lost. Sometimes he would enter here, he would could get enter here. So there were so many troubles. There is probably a long tunnel that nobody knows about, feeling its way under the city right now, on its way to Times Square, and maybe another to Central Park. Now this is very important. There is probably a long tunnel. Maybe there was a long tunnel that nobody knows. According to Charlie, he noticed that there was a tunnel, and it was never noticed, it was never visited by anybody else, according to him, on its way to Times Square. When he was going to Times Square is like our Kendall Point in Shimla. So he was going to Times Square, and maybe another to Central Park. And maybe because for so many people through the years, Grand Central has been an exit, a way of escape. Now that is why we are going to understand this, why this is important to understand, a way of escape, because according to Charlie also, it was a kind of way of escape. Because when you don't want to go anywhere, just go to that third level and you would be lost. Maybe that is how the tunnel I go into. But I never told my psychiatrist friend about that idea. But he says that he never told this idea to anybody. Even he tried to hide this fact from his friend, from his psychiatrist friend Sam also, that he wanted to escape. The corridor I was in began angling left and slanting downward. Means he entered into a corridor and it was a slopey way, and he went downstairs. I thought that was wrong, but I kept on walking. He knew maybe that he entered a different, unusual gate, and maybe this passage is going to some other place. It would not lead him to his home. All I could hear was the empty sound of my own footsteps, and I did not pass a soul. What is the meaning of this line? I did not pass a soul means he was not able to meet anybody. There was nobody. He was alone, and when he was walking, the footsteps could be heard. Then I heard that sort of hollow roar ahead, that means open space and people talking. The tunnel turned sharp left. Then he heard that there were some hollow roaring sound, some growling sound was coming into his ears, and he heard there were some people talking. The tunnel turned sharp left. Then he took a left turn, and it actually took him to a new place. People talking. He turned sharp left. He went down a short flight of stairs and came out on the third level. This is very important now, that he actually reached the third level at the Grand Central Station. But this third level never existed. Nobody had seen, nobody talked. अगर किसी बिल्डिंग में हैं ही 3 मंजिलें और कोई बोले कि मैं चौथी मंजिल में जाकर के आया हूँ, this is like that there was not a place like third level in the Grand Central Station in New York, but this man had visited it. For just a moment, I thought I was back on the second level, but I saw the room was smaller. Then he thought that maybe he misjudged it. It could not be the third level, and he thought that it was the second level only. But then he noticed that the rooms were smaller than the, you can say, rooms which were available in the second level. There were fewer ticket windows, and now this is very important to understand, that there were some differences, major differences between the second level and the third level, because there were smaller rooms available on the third level, and he also noticed that there were fewer ticket counters. Ticket counters were less in number. Fewer means less in number. And train gates means less number of train gates. कम train gates थे, कम ही ticket counters थे, and at the same time the rooms were smaller. And the information booth in the center was wood. Means the information center was made up of wood. It was wooden and old looking also. It looked old. So he was quite confused. And the man in the booth wore a green eye shade. Now this is very important. What is the meaning of eye shade here? Eye shade means a goggle. So a green colored goggle was worn by a man. So, and the man in the booth, there was a man who was attending his duty in the booth. He had worn a green eye shade and long black sleeve protectors. The lights were dim and sort of flickering, means at that time the lights were flickering. There was no stability. It did not look like proper electricity. Then I saw why they were open flame gas lights. Then he understood that why there was very dim light, why it was really a dark kind of environment, and at the same time why the light was flickering, because these were gas lights, these were gasoline lights. Laltain jal rahi thi, there was no electricity connection. It means that something was really wrong. So today we have read maybe I think 3 of the pages of this chapter, and we will continue tomorrow. Till then, take care. We'll read the next 3 pages tomorrow and this chapter will be completed. Till then, thank you very much. Bye bye.